Alright, so hey everybody, it's me, Reese, back, and I'm here to talk about how bees die. Hi. How a bee dies is that as soon as after a bee as soon as after you get stung by a bee they die. Like their whole internal insides get pulled right out of the abdomen because their stinger can't retract after you get stung. Because there's little hooks on their stingers. There's little hooks that you can't see on their stingers because they're so tiny. And that's how the bee can't retract its stinger. So in order for it to fly away after you're getting stung, is that it has to pull out its insides. But in order to make it escape, but then it flies away afterwards. But then long afterwards, he dies.
Oh. Can you tell us about mosquitoes?
Okay, so when mosquitoes drink, when mosquitoes suck your blood for nutrition to lay their eggs, they don't die. They live through that.
So they can just keep biting people?
Yep, they just keep biting people in the evening and at night. But sometimes some that are not nocturnal, they usually come out in the daytime to suck your blood. They just like to get up early.
Okay.
Get up early for a daytime snack.
Can a wasp sting more than once?
Oh, they sting a lot. Like they can't even die. Like they can't even die. Like they'll just keep stinging you and stinging you.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's one thing about wasps. If you get stung by a wasp, they don't die. They just keep stinging and stinging after what you just did to them.
Right.
Like if you knocked over their nest or knocked over their nest or tried to kill their queen, they would just literally keep stinging you. And if you have an alert, and everyone watching this video, if you have an allergic reaction to wasps stings, then you must go to a hospital immediately when you have an allergic reaction to a sting from a wasp. And
what about hornets?
oh yeah, those ones are the worst. There's this one hornet up in China called the Chinese giant hornet. It's dark, it's light orange colored, and it's the size of a matchbox, and it's the enemy of Chinese honeybees. Where so instead of taking them back to their colony, back to their Japanese giant hornet colony, then they stay and they stay and bug they stay and kill the primates and the drones. Mm-hmm. But when but then when the bees want to come up with a plan to kill to try and get back at the Japanese giant hornets, they form into a big giant ball called a bee ball. Raising their temperatures up to this high, that hot, in order to kill their enemy, the Japanese giant hornet. And that's how they protect their colony.
I see.
Colony from the Japanese giant hornets.
Okay. Do you have any other animals you want to talk about?
You mean insects?
Insects. Or animals.
Well, everyone watching this video, there is this one type of big beetle in some other country called the Titan beetle. The Titan beetle is about this big. It's about this big, and we don't know if they can bite or not, but I think they can bite, but only for a defense. And there's also And there's also the and there's also the there's also the bee killer.
Mhm.
That one's another type of bee that kills bees.
Right. What about the ones that look like wasps but they're not really wasp?
Wait, what do you
What
mean?
are those?
What do you mean?
They look like a wasp but they don't sting. And they're like around the pond. What are those?
Wait, you mean like the ones that hover?
Kinda, yeah.
Oh, that's the hoverflies.
Okay.
Hoverflies. I don't think those sting.
Okay. That's what your dad told me one time out there.
Wait, did he say that he saw one that looked like a bee?
He said they look like wasps but they're not wasps.
Mm,
That's when I was emptying out the pond.
oh, well.
Yeah.
No, the pepperoni's in.
The pepperoni's in. We're doing a video on insects.
Oh.
Doesn't that sound
actually, so I think that actually, so I think that's all for now because
Okay.
I think you need to show me what type of bug you were talking about.
Okay. All right.
Interrupted. Sorry.
No,
That's all right.
the bug that looks like a wasp that we saw around the pond.
Yeah.
What kind of bug was that?
I thought it was a mud dauber.
Mud dauber.
Oh yeah, mud dauber. Yeah, those sting.
Oh, okay.
Those really do sting.
Okay. Okay.
And they are a type of wasp that really does sting.
Well, I
They're
wasn't even
bad.
scared of them, and I should have been, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to scare you away by doing their abdomen like this, saying,
Hey, you don't get out of here by now. I'm gonna sting you.
Hey, what do you think if I tie my hair like white?
white.
Yeah, like a old lady white. It's getting there anyway.
I would
See right there?
still remember you.
Well, I mean, you think it looked nice, or?
Yeah, I think it would look nice.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Is that all the bugs you want to talk about now?
Yep.
Okay, tell everybody bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, everybody. Everybody's out.
Okay.